Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. We're looking at some translational deficiencies in the New King James Version of the Bible and how it does affect doctrine. The New King James wasn't just something that said, oh, we'll make the King James a little easier to read, take out some archaic words, that it went well beyond its mandate to be the fifth major revision of the King James, even though the other four weren't major in the slightest. And really almost just made a new translation. I mean, that's just what they did. And the translators, as we've seen in a previous video, didn't even believe in the Greek text, the received text, Textus Receptus, underlying the King James. So let's get started. We're on KJV Apostolics. We're going to look at some more translational deficiencies that highly affect doctrine in the Christian life. So in 1 Timothy 6:20, do away, keep from science, falsely so called. This says knowledge. It radically changes Paul's charge here. You have to remember, like the Socratics and the pre-Socratics, and even Aristotle, who gave us different scientific understandings, methods. One reason the Catholic Church says that they believe in evolution is because Aristotle seemed to teach it. Augustine seemed to teach it. Yeah, science, falsely so called. I mean, what bigger thing is shaping the worldview of the West than the false doctrine of macroevolution? We all understand that there's adaptation within the species, but there's genetic walls that can't be transversed. And so that's massive. Changes science to knowledge in 1 Timothy 6:20. And then removes the love of God from 1 John 3:16. It's one of those beautiful, tons of great 3:16s in the Bible. That's one of them. And also in Matthew 19:16, 22:16, 23:8, 23:10, it changes master to teacher, dramatically altering the force and the concept in each of these passages. And that is a big deal. Changes master to teacher. And then in Romans 6:16, just as the LSB has done, the Legacy Standard Bible, it changes servant to slave. It does that in Romans 6:16 and other places. Again, dramatically altering the concept and the meaning. I mean, we're servants of Jesus. It's a free will. We're not slaves. It's not, forced conscription. And see, that really teaches Calvinism. When you translate that slave, when the word, and I've done a study in this, the Greek word really means servants, and it depends on the context, So, because there was different types of servants. Now, also, it removes the word sodomite, which downplays its seriousness, changing it to perverted person in the Old Testament. It removes its connection to current sodomy laws, and also its historical connection with Sodom. So it just takes this out of Scripture. Well, that's not good. So replaces he with they in Isaiah 53:9. This is massive, on a prophecy of Jesus, downplaying a great prophecy of the bearing of the Messiah. Messiah, made his grave with the wealthy in his death. It means it's not even about the Messiah. It's like, what? Removes the KJV safeguard of God not taking on the nature of angels in the incarnation found in Hebrews 2:16, as some false teachers saying Jesus was really Michael the archangel. He took not on him the nature of angels, Hebrews 2:16, just totally takes that out of the way and actually makes it something almost nonsensical if you read it in the New King James. So leave is changed to divorce in 1 Corinthians 7:13, totally altering the context and the teaching on marriage and divorce. And also Romans 1:25, 1 Timothy 6:10 have their meanings significantly changed. Acts 19:35 removes the fact that the Ephesians were worshipers of the goddess Diana. That's huge. In Acts 17:22, the Athenians go from being too superstitious, according to Paul, to very religious. I mean, it goes from like almost an insult to a compliment. This is a much milder form of comment from the apostle and could lead to one examining the positive aspects of idolatry. In 1 John 5:19, it weakens the doctrine of inherent wickedness in the present world, its system and unregenerate habitants, and makes it appear that only the devil is the problem. So it's not the world system, it's just the devil. Luke 11:4 informs us in the Lord's Prayer that we should just pray for deliverance from the evil one Satan and not evil in general. I don't want it from Satan, and I don't want it from anybody's sinful flesh, and a bunch of demons either. Matthew 23:10, this will be the last one today. The New King James tells us not to be called teachers, when teachers are part of the fivefold ministry found in Ephesians 4. I've done a lot of videos on that. The KJV translates this master, which is perfectly understandable translation that does not bring contradiction into the biblical text. So there's more. I was trying to get done with this today, but I think I'm going to have to do at least one more video on this. So God bless you. We love you. Thanks for being here. Join us daily. Hit the bell notification when you subscribe. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.